had a early game today since we're on Christmas break, and I was kind of flipping through the TikTok videos during the commercials, and one of them really resonated with me, and it said, "Christmas now, as you get older, when you're in your 40s and 50s, it's less about what's under the tree and more about who's around the tree." And that just hit me like a hammer. I mean, it just, because to me, like growing up, that was the biggest thing. I mean, you barely remember all the stuff you got when you were growing up. I mean, there might be a few things, but I remember hanging out with my cousins and my aunts and uncles and everybody laughing and trying to squeeze into my grandma's small little house, and or being at my aunt and uncle's, and their big, huge house. And now a lot of those people are gone, and or you just don't see them anymore because their families have all, gotten bigger. So mom was always the glue that held us together at Christmas, and she was always making candy and cookies and fudge. I mean, she could make anything, and people would order ornaments, and she would just be sitting there with her craft stuff all the time, and hot glue guns and glue and all this stuff, making stuff. Um, but she was always full of Christmas joy, and still is. And we were just like, Mom, you know, we don't. None of us care if we get anything. It's just being together, because that happens fewer and fewer times each year because everybody's so busy and going different ways. She just always was so over the top with decorations and making things, candy, fudge, all that stuff when we were growing up, like I said. And she's just not really been into the spirit this year. And we lost my pops 6 years ago, and every Christmas seems like it's been a little harder to get through. And but we're all thankful that we're all still here, and we just want to be around each other.